true East End boy, Bailey's photographs of post-war London defined an era. Edgy, hip and brutal. He was raised just a stone's throw away from here, so this truly is Bailey's Manor. In fact, his new exhibition's called David Bailey's East End. So I thought I'd best let him decide where we should meet.
Tell me, first of all, why here? Why did you want to meet here?
We got to meet somewhere, and Chang's is such a part of my early life. This was the first place I ever came to. It's the first restaurant I ever went to. It's been in the same family all these years, isn't it? Yeah. No, I love it. It's charming. I say you should make a chain.
Even at 74, Bailey's constantly working, a true photoholic. Many of the pictures in his new show have never been seen before, rediscovered in his hoard of old contact sheets.
Why do you think you've kept coming back to the East End constantly?
Yeah, I think everybody does. It's like, you're a bit like a migrating bird, really, aren't you? I'm like you sort of wander back.
So did you take your first pictures here?
Yeah, in my mum's garden. I love that picture, look. I call that cartoon dog. Hang on, can I just add things my coffee? Hang on a minute. It's my sister. I mean, they used it in the paper the other day like it was a work of art. It was just a snap I did of my sister. Did you get it? Yeah, there's my mates. That's my Jewish mate, Charlie Paffia. That's my Irish mate, Donny O'Connor. And that's my best mate, that's me. I knew what I was doing when I was 16 by instinct. I knew how to take pictures. I knew about shapes and the way people fill spaces. It was all instinctive. It was just luck. I was a lucky guy.
And when you look at these pictures, does it bring back smells and sounds and things like that?
No, it brings back broken glass. From the age of 3.5, all I remember is walking on glass. The sound of broken glass underfoot was the sound I knew most. It was my blackbird singing in the background. Sort of. Is there any chance, any chance for coffee, mate?
Yes, sir.
Yeah. That's good. Fucking out of focus, isn't it?
That's the only way I'll look good, Dave. For the new show, you found a lot of... Well,
yeah, the ones...
Not the pictures that you were taking with the box spread.
Yeah, no, they weren't lost. They just hadn't been printed, you know, because the contacts were so bad. Shall I show you one?
Yeah.
As you can see, look, this gives you a good example. Look, there, over his shoulder.
So these are the contact sheets.
They might not be the ones.
But it's this kind of contact sheet
thing where, you know, they're too dark. And I remember this, but until we blew it up, this is a wonderful picture. Totally surreal, because I blew it up and I thought, shit, I put the neg in the wrong way, because the lettering's all the wrong way around, but it's the reflection of the double reflection, you see. Then when we blew it up, I found me in there as well, so it was a double bonus.
What do you like about that picture? Is it the layers?
Yeah, I like the reality of the unreality, really, because it's...
And you're the man who mocks art photography, and you're talking like an art photographer
I don't
now.
mock art photography, I mock the name.
Yeah.
You don't say art sculpture or art painting, do you? Oh, I'm an art painter. So the word art photography has always been... Sounds so silly to me. It's really odd, isn't it?
You don't interview Bailey, you witness his stream of consciousness. But while he's a bit chaotic, his new show is tightly focused on just 3 decades.
Why did you pick the 60s, the 80s and the 1000s?
They picked me, really, because that was the time I knew that I'd been intense. Do you understand it?
But there were 3 decades when you felt particularly intensely interested.
Interested, yeah. Not for any reason other than the 80s, I can only tell you, is because they were putting down Camden Town and Silvertown, and I just thought it was a good idea to record it before they pulled it all down. But, you know, I only got there in time to save that gate. But look at the difference, you see. This is all super expensive lenses. This is just a soft, non-coated lens.
So that's you in the 60s taking a picture?
Yeah.
And that's you in the 80s?
Yeah, which is much colder, calculated, whereas this was much more instinctive in a way.
You would, I suppose, use the Hasselblad in preference informatic for most of your work.
It's more useful.
I should think it is. It's much more.
You know, cameras have attitudes. And you can use the attitude of a camera. You know, like a 10-8 gives the attitude you're in a cathedral, whereas a 35mm in a Polaroid gives the attitude you're in a nightclub.
Yes.
No.
Bailey spent a lot of time in nightclubs during the 1960s, rubbing shoulders with high society and the criminal underworld.
This is 60s. This is one of the crazed gambling casinos. But I think it was funny them having the... Who are they? Who's his nibs called? What's he called? The son of the Queen.
Oh, Charles.
Charles, yeah. Charlie. Is it Charlie?
Yeah.
Hey, Charlie.
Charlie and Anne. On the wall of a Cray gambling casino.
Yeah, which was firebombed 10 minutes after I left. People say, how can you photograph Ron Cray? I'd photograph Hitler. I'd photograph Stalin. I mean, I have to take pictures. I'm not interested in, you know, I might think they're awful, but I can't make any judgment. If you're a photographer, like, you know, sometimes editors say, he's really arrogant, can you make him look arrogant? Or she's really stuck up, can you make... I say, no, I'll take the pictures of them as they are. I won't do a journalistic picture of somebody.
And what about now?
What about now? Now's hard. Now's hard because I didn't want to go back and do, you know, I wanted to do kind of more street stuff.
Well,
That's Stepney Green now. Can you believe that? That's where they built the Olympics. That's in a kind of sweet little church in Upton Park. I love the spirit of the balloon, you know, the white balloon. It's sort of...
God bless you. Thanks for coming. Please come again.
Yep. Nobody's ever said that to you? All right, is it boring? Yeah, you can see the rerun on television. All this trouble, it'd probably be 2 minutes. See, that's a great picture. I don't know what it means. That's
really
great.
This one. It's amazing. It's like an angel.
I like normality. I like when it's normal and you just go that way a little bit. You know, when it's just slightly off normal.
Are these pictures the East End, or are they your East End?
No, they're my East End. But I couldn't have taken them if the East End wasn't there. You can't copy these. You know, they're a bit like my portrait. You can't copy my portraits because I'm photographing my personality half the time with your personality. And with these, you're taking something that's disappeared. You know, it's just a moment in time. You know, this is the real reality, not movies, because movies are telling you about the past, whereas this is the actual moment that happened, isn't it? This is everything, the moment that happens. There's nothing else, there's nothing before, nothing afterwards. It's just that moment, and then it's gone. So in a way, I've saved a little bit of moment for me, and maybe for you to get some pleasure out of it. He looks fantastic, doesn't he? You wouldn't want to bump into him on a,
No.
on a dark night, would you?
I'm harmless.
You're harmless, are you? Me too.